ones with no phone, dog. We aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building. We making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed them. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm aiming them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical.
Tonight on EA Sports, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store, as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now it's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Burrow looking to pass. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Now this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Burrow. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. Now it's Burrow. Complete. Smith has it. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. This a second and 7 from the 37. Again, it's Burrow. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now Burrow loses the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, here we sit, week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. He'll take this to the 46.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's going to have the Bengals first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. This goes out wide from Mixon. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow, he's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Burrow. This is caught. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Looking to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Herb Smith Jr. with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a Bengals score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now Dobbins again on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? 7-7, our score after 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing is Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
First down. Here's Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore's set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs. And
confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. The Ravens at 10-6 now on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Another run here with Dobbins. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Flowers. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They go play action now. Burrow. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. There he goes, left side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Tucker now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The end result, 21 yards.
Gotta love a guy who'll stand in there and deliver. No matter what the pressure, waits for the route to come open, hangs in there, and completes the pass.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Evans. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. On the draw, it's Evans. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. "35 yards that time on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 7 from the 20. To throw is Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. Now Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Jackson will throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson dancing to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. After the pick 6, here's Burrow again. Now Burrow loses the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where you see the final score there. Baker Mayfield, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. DJ Moore, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Duvernay now going to bring it out and ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution. Yeah,
and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. From the gun on third down, Jackson slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Burrow from his own end zone. He completes it to Boyd. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. An inside give, Brown. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw again is Jackson. That's complete left side to Bateman. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again with Dobbins. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Jackson now. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. He's got Smith here.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he's got a Bengals 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Now it's Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here we go. 2nd down at 5. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Draw play for Brown. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Here's 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow goes right back to Smith again. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Complete to his tight end Sample. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And we've got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Evans. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Evans again. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Burrow looking to pass. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Calling a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Here's a give to Dobbins. 72 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Another run here with Dobbins. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch.
He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From the 31, Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Now Burrow on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. To the air again, Burrow. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. A final shot now for Burrow. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Ravens, they conclude the regular season with a final record of 11-6. Seeding for the play.